Donnell goes wide. Here's the blitz. Middle screen. Amador. He's got blockers. He could go. David Amador, one man to beat. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
51 yards to the house off of the throw from Owen McCown. 29 of 43 passing, almost 400 yards, 2 passing touchdowns. And he joins us now here on All-American. Owen, thanks so much for taking some time with us and taking an opportunity to talk about this big-time win over in-state rival North Texas. You put up 48 points. You break a school record for total yardage. Talk about what went right for you guys at the Alamo Dome on Friday.
Yeah, I just think it was execution, all across the board. It starts with, limiting turnovers and limiting, pre-snap penalties. And I think we did that really well. I mean, obviously, like you said, the breaking the yardage record, that comes with, executing our plays, and that's our standard.
Now, we've talked about multiple times on this podcast recently is your production and the yardage. It's always better whenever you can pair the yardage, of course, with finishing drives, which you guys were able to do, but also with wins against in-state rivals because of a number of different reasons, but mostly is to keep your season and your hunt for bowl eligibility alive. I mean, how big of a win was that for you guys to take down the Mean Green?
Yeah, it was huge. We knew, coming in, they actually have a really good offense statistically. So we knew, obviously we believe in our defense and they played a heck of a game. Obviously, coming into it, we thought, like I said, we had to execute really well. So I thought we did. Obviously, I threw the one interception, and then the defense actually held North Texas to 0 points on that drive. So it was a team game, and that really showed they played their butts off.
And I think you brought it up there in the fact that this is a North Texas offense that is used to putting up some points. You had the complimentary game, though. The defense played well. You guys kept pace, and you didn't really allow for that moment to happen for North Texas to find a rhythm offensively. What was the thought process going into the game surrounding the game plan and how you guys were able to execute?
Yeah, it was, like I said, being ready to answer the bell. If they score, being ready to, go back and execute. I think it happened a little bit actually in previous week with Memphis. They came out the gate executing well on offense, and we matched them right back. So kind of that same mentality heading into North Texas. But like I said, I thought our defense really played an amazing game. Holding them to limited amount of points and numbers statistically. So really all credit to them.
You mentioned that defense, but you also had some help on offense as well. Robert Henry Jr. was incredible. Can you talk to me a little bit about what made him so good and how he helped you guys come away with that victory?
Yeah, I think, really all week, a cornerstone of our program is being able to run the football. And I don't think, we've done that to our level, our standard this year. So it's just been really preached upon every practice is, being able to get that run game going. And we finally did this game. And obviously, it opens up the pass game and everything else. So really getting the run game going, I thought, really opened up everything else for our offense.
One thing that has really stood out about your team is your ability to win games at home. So what is that atmosphere like, and what makes you guys just love being in your home stadium?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a pretty common question asked, to really all of us. But I don't know what that one thing is. We just come out with a lot of energy, led by a great group of seniors, and obviously we execute really well. So I'm not sure what that one thing is, but hopefully we keep it going.
I want to take a broad look at this season, Owen, because truth be the matter, early in the year, you guys weren't executing the way that you anticipated. You came in with high expectations. I'm sure you guys had the highest of expectations for the program. What's it been like the last few weeks? You've won 3 out of your last 4. You've played well throughout. Getting back on track is not I feel like that's an understatement. You guys are playing at the level you anticipated. How nice is it to get back to that brand of football that UTSA has been used to?
Right. Yeah. No, I think it's a great testament to our program for us to, preseason, for us to have the expectation we did, obviously, to win conference, and then for it not to, start out the way it did or start out the way we wanted early on. It really showed, like I said, testament to our program and responding. We didn't blink one bit when we lost some heartbreaking games. Rice, Tulsa. So I think it's a credit really to our seniors and their leadership, and I think it fed off through the whole team, and being able to respond like we did, was everything for our program.
Yeah, the 3 losses in conference play rather combined by a total of 13 points. So It's been tight all the way through. What's the number one lesson that you yourself have learned throughout the season that's helped you become a better quarterback and a better leader?
Yeah, I think every play matters. I think like you're seeing the highlights in Tulsa game. There were early moments in that game. We had a second and one, we didn't execute. Third and one, we didn't execute. And fourth and one, we didn't execute. And that's, we were up obviously big at halftime, but not getting points in that drive, came back at the end of the game to bite us. So I think it was just little things, learning like that. Also learning, no negative plays. Zero is okay, meaning throwing the ball away. So just being smarter, in and outside the pocket, and really just trying to help our offense execute.
You talk about the execution on your part and the offense as well. Now, you guys are getting very close to becoming bowl eligible. So what is it going to take for UTSA to get that victory to be able to play in a bowl game?
Yeah, obviously, playing against a great opponent in Temple, I think, they're a lot better than what the record says. They have a really good defense. So I think, what it'll take is just, great days of practice. So, like I said earlier, it'll be led by a great, a group of seniors on senior night. So they'll be, emotional with a lot of energy. So we just have to feed off them. But, we'll definitely have our hands full.
Owen, you've got plenty of great football ahead of you, still an underclassman in your sophomore year. What's your biggest goal to finish out the season going to be, and then also going into another offseason and playing at a high level?
Yeah, I just think, a big term, we use, as quarterbacks and really throughout our program is having a growth mindset. And that's just, learning to get better each day, every week. So I think keeping that same trajectory, every week and every day. So.
Yeah, I can't say trajectory either, really.
Yeah,
I'm right there with you.
A lot of
got me.
Yeah, a lot of consonants and the vowels come too close. Yeah, too much for me for sure.
All right, so we've talked a lot of football. I know you're a huge football guy, a lot of X's and O's, but you're in a great food city, one of my favorite food cities in San Antonio. So I want you to tell me, where is your number one go-to stop for grub down in San Antonio, whether it's on campus, off campus, doesn't matter, your number one stop. It could be your kitchen. I don't even care. But what is it?
Yeah. Man, there's so many options. I'm not the biggest, I need to go out there and find, the hidden food place in San Antonio. I need to go do that. So I probably will this off season, but, I'm pretty, simple. I'd probably say, we like to go to Papados.
Okay.
Me and the guys go there, Papados, Papacitos, any of those. So, like I said, I need to go find more places and that stuff. But yeah, probably say those two.
You got to hit the river walk. You got to go walk and get some Tex-Mex back and forth.
Oh,
I know San Antonio's a thing with Tex-Mex and the soda Big Red. I know there's like a thing with that overall. So lots of things to look forward to, Owen, but we are looking forward to seeing you close out the season on a high note. We appreciate you taking some time here on All-American.